Yeah, I'll go with the Clippers.
This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce.
I hate playing the Suns.
And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. And here's Harden. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard for three. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Beal. Back to Dunn. Second chance effort. Rebounded by James Harden. Powell outside. Pass to Leonard. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline.
Appreciate that. I just practice. I've been using it since the beginning of the year. Gotten better with it.
Here's Booker, following the score by Los Angeles.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
For three, Powell. Bradley Beal with a rebound. And it's Beal with the ball for Phoenix. 4-point game.
I hate when they keep turning that off. I have that on in my settings. They keep switching it.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Harden with a bucket.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
Pass to Richards. Dunn outside. From outside.
We're going to live with that.
Leonard with the ball. Right side Harden. Leonard with the ball. Shot is up.
Oh, Kawhi, you got to knock that down.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And so here are the Clippers. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
Defense should expect this from Harden. He rarely misses a chance to draw a shooting foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Okay, now I'm missing free throws.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed.
Yeah, Kawhi.
Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded
Man, he just got dunked on.
luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year. They're looking to go the distance."
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie.
And right there, Booker making an impact with his defense, getting them out and running.
Harden. Shot from 16. Richards
No
rolls
way
it
you
in.
missed that.
The Suns trailing. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Showing the grit, KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Powell. Dunn outside. A nice shot by Zubats.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And Booker, here we go. Richards inside. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Durant way outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Back to Durant. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter.
All right, that's a good foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw misses.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping.
Oh, that was an excellent foul.
So polished in every area.
All the way, all the way.
His skills are so sharp. Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden that man was just on the other end.
Booker's shot is good.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jones from outside. And Durant with the block. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's Los Angeles up by 16. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Outside O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Bowl. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of
Ooh,
picks
good shot.
and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Pass to O'Neal. Inside. Here's Plumlee.
Good defense, Eubanks.
Some solid D from Eubanks. Here's Coffee.
Knock it down.
Oh.
Oh.
That time. Outside Jones. And it's in there. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Eubanks. Now here's Bogdanovich. It's deflected. Allen outside. The 15-footer. Here's Plumlee. Another shot. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Three-pointer, Harden. Bull grabs the board. Jones in the post. Right side O'Neal. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. Scans the floor, runs the picks, Harden executes nicely.
To the inside, and finished off by Bull.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Always under control. The game of James Harden, look, it's crazy. He just goes at his own pace.
That's good from Harden. Both teams deciding to change it up. Harden hits them both. Suns trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life.
That was a bad
now.
shot. I should never
It's a
shot that.
blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
Booker showing some power.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Durant, no good.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Gets the
There we go. I'm
three-ball to
tired
go.
of missing these shots.
Leonard's got 8.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And they get it back. For 3, Durant. The rebound by Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 4. Zubac, a screen. Here's Leonard. Gets it to go from 18
Ooh,
feet
look at
away.
Kawhi.
He's got 10.
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
Simmons looking around. The ball's knocked loose.
Ah,
Done with a steal.
that's why I did not want him and Zubac out there because I ain't got no space.
Carries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
For the Clippers, number 15.
34 seconds left in the second period. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard outside. Eubanks the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Jams it in off a great move.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now Powell. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go.
Good defense.
This is at the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Dunn. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
I don't know how that wasn't a steal with that little behind the back. He keep doing it until all this traffic. Makes no sense.
Pass to Bull.
Of course he gets that.
Bull's got 6.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Zubac, screen. Free throw line jumper.
He out of there. I hate playing the Thunder.
We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here's Grimes. The layup off target.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
They get it back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Embiid the screen. To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Over in the corner, Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Maxey. At the top of the key, Embiid. Grimes.
Good shot, Grimes.
Coming off the assist from Embiid.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Holmgren. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 3-point lead. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Love that play out that freelance.
An immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his side,
Look how that ball just went through my body.
and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man
Thank
has
you.
got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Here we go, one-on-one.
Oh.
For his 3rd make from the field, he's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Holmgren can't hit. The 76ers leading by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey.
I just knew I was going to do that.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Off the inbound. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And they double up Maxey. Embiid with it. And the 76ers
Take that ISO every time.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
to the middle. Here's Holmgren. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Misses, and he wants that one back. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. It's Dort on the wing. That 3 off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lob pass to Oubre. Nobody near George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. On offense, here are the Thunder. Hartenstein with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fade away. And he comes up with the deuce. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Thunder making a change here. Here's Maxey. Still without a basket. Outside for George. Nailed from three-point land.
Good shot.
Over the taller defender.
Late in the quarter.
To stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another.
Let that man stop holding turbo.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. From the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Walker with it. Williams picks him up. Down low. And he lays in the alley-oop.
I want him to go up there and dunk it.
He's been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Holmgren slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
It's stolen by Lowry.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
To the paint. He's looking for Drummond.
There we go. That's what I was waiting on. That's what I wanted. Oh. No way.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Inside. Here's Drummond.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Stolen by George. Walker in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gone. Might as well leave.
Get it in bounds that time.
He got a little ahead
Oh,
of
he stayed. Never mind.
himself trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. George looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Lowry has the open look. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with it. Defended by Jones. Embiid inside. That's his 4th basket of the game.
He's too little.
He's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Walker in the corner. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oubre, right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Holmgren in the corner. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Outside, Walker. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Lonnie Walker.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Philadelphia leading by 17. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
The Thunder started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here is Lowry. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Thunder trailing by 18. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, throwing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Outside, Dort. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets contact.
There's no way they called a foul.
2 shots coming up. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Shot by Grimes, no good. Thunder trailing by 14 to the paint. Here's Williams. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
From deep, Williams. And Embiid with the block.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
And the Thunder making a change here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Hartenstein. Williams for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Now here's Oubre. Scoreless thus far. And that one's good. Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Pass to Oubre. Traps in the tray. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
1:57 left in the third. Now Williams. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Goes back up. With the clock winding down. And it's good on the way in.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. .122 left to play in the third. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Outside, Dort misses the 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 14-point game. 46 seconds left in the third. And the shot is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the middle, Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. Oubre's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And And stolen by Williams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. That one goes in. He's got 7.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. 5 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's McCain. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
That is a huge three-pointer. Extends the lead at the last possible second. That'll give him a big boost.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The 76ers leading by 19. Outside, Walker. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Walker's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the 76ers. Joe with it. Wallace outside. No good with the triple. Here's Yabusele. On the wing, Walker. Over Wiggins. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Wallace's shot is good.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Maxey attacking, and the shot goes in.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
And it's Wallace with the jam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. Pass to McCain. Drummond in the post. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, this is where Drummond does the vast majority of his work. He's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Floats it up for Wiggins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Outside Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Joe can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 20. Pass to Yabusele. And Lowry has it in the corner. Here's McCain. Covered by Joe. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Yabusele can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in
Good mid-range.
know how good of a defender he is. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And he gone.